humanity landing on the moon, man, that was maybe the greatest thing ever. Maybe the greatest thing ever.
If you think Elon Musk, the force behind SpaceX, is only obsessed with exporting humanity to Mars, think again. This time around, he seems to have his eye on the moon when no one expected it. Elon revealed a shocking secret about the moon that few people know. What does Elon Musk know that we don't? How would it change everything? Keep watching as we uncover the truth. The moon is not a frequently visited place by man, even though astronomers make it clear that reaching it takes only a few days. Surprisingly, only 3 nations have dared to invade lunar territory: the United States of America, Russia, and China. Because this region is hardly touched, there are numerous dark secrets yet to be found, lurking within its dark shadows. The last time explorations were made on the moon was in 1979 with the American spacecraft Apollo 11 advancing boldly. After that, it would take another 39 years to revisit the region. Amidst these great gaps of exploration, many questions remain unanswered. But recently, Elon Musk seems to have broken the ice again, revealing shocking and hidden facts about the moon that would leave even scientists scratching their heads. A desire for knowledge. But how did it happen? Let's say it started with a desire for knowledge. Truthfully, man has always yearned for an in-depth knowledge of space and the universe in which he finds himself, perhaps driven by this single yearning alongside the incredible ambitions of people like Elon Musk. With nations competing to conquer territories outside Earth, space exploration remains one sector heavily invested in by private individuals and nations with exploration plans lined up in the blueprint of the future. In the end, this communal desire led to a collaboration between Elon Musk's SpaceX and China's NASA. Of course, China's recent explorations of space alongside its numerous discoveries have recorded amazing results, but more seems to be on the way. And with Elon Musk in the picture, things were to get more interesting. On November 23, 2020, China's 5th lunar exploration spacecraft, Chang'e 5, was launched from the Wenchang spacecraft launch site, after which it landed on the moon on December 1, 2020. The mission lasted 23 days, worthy of applause, wherein many accomplishments were made. One such accomplishment included deploying China's first flag on the moon. But this was not all. China had also made a shocking discovery on the moon, which would eventually deconstruct old scientific beliefs about the moon. This discovery was so profound that it got Elon Musk interested in it. Like that was enough, Elon also saw the need for the whole world to be enlightened about the recent discovery, so he publicly stated it. The result was wild, and there was a need for some sort of explanation. Finally, China decided to speak. The National Space Administration and China's Atomic Energy Authority soon announced to explain Elon Musk's statement. They had indeed found something. But what was it? A huge discovery that may revolutionize power. Who would have thought the moon would have what it takes to play a vital role in providing one of Earth's greatest needs? We are talking about clean energy. According to the National Space Administration and the China Atomic Energy Authority, the Chang'e 5 robotic mission to the moon yielded groundbreaking results, and Elon Musk could not have agreed more. After a successful trip to the moon, the Chang'e 5 spacecraft returned with a sweet result of about 1,731 grams of lunar surface samples, which landed on the Beijing Research Institute of Uranium Geology table. Following this, these lunar samples were immediately put through analysis by advanced mineralogical methods. You will be shocked at what was discovered. While examining the lunar surface particles, scientists made a spectacular discovery. Scattered among the particles were traces of helium-3. This is one of the rarest variants of helium that you would ever find. According to Musk, helium-3 exists on Earth but is uncommon and hard to find. On the moon, however, he said that the helium variant is abundantly deposited on the lunar soil over billions of years by the solar wind. Rich access to helium-3, according to experts, can be a game-changer in our pursuit of clean energy, as it could be the fuel source required for nuclear fusion. Scientists have discovered a new way to generate unlimited clean energy, which is all within nuclear fusion's power. This is a scientific method used to generate energy wherein particles combine and form a single particle, It does not happen automatically but in the presence of others. You see, this is exactly the way the sun generates the energy that we utilize all over the world today. Scientists have been attempting to replicate the system and use it to generate clean energy and power required to run human activities without harming the Earth. But this has proven to be very difficult. Scientists have not been able to develop a fusion reactor that can produce as much energy as is required. A good example is China's attempts to create its artificial sun, officially recognized as the Experimental Advanced Superconducting Tokamak, East. This is a tokamak fusion reactor located in Hefei, China. It is donut-shaped with a major radius of about 6 meters, a minor radius of about 2 meters, and an outstanding feature of plasma confined by a strong magnetic field. Indeed, the East mimics the processes that go on within the Sun and stands out as one of China's most important projects of the century. Since its creation, it has produced some results, and in December 2021, it achieved a plasma temperature of 126 million degrees Fahrenheit, 5 times hotter than the Sun's core. Indeed, this is a significant milestone in the development of fusion energy. However, if this method is to be utilized to generate the clean and unlimited energy we need, we would say that China still has a long way to go. East is said to be still under development with the hope that it will eventually be able to produce more energy than it consumes. When this is achieved, fusion energy could provide a safe and sustainable source of energy for the future. But what if there's a shortcut to that future staring us right in the face? At the moment, scientists believe that the discovery of the abundance of helium-3 on the Moon might just be the solution we need to tackle the problem of generating clean energy once and for all. The revelation of this discovery to the public would, of course, cause a lot of future lunar exploration ventures, and that might be exactly what Elon Musk envisioned when he made a public revelation of this discovery. As it stands, many private space-related companies and space-exploring nations are already declaring their intentions to maximize the resources of helium-3 on the Moon, making the competition towards lunar exploration tighter. Now, who wouldn't want a world wherein we can operate with the availability of a clean and unlimited energy supply? While the discovery of helium during the lunar exploration of the Chang'e 5 robotic mission is enough to make us happy, it is not the only remarkable discovery made during the mission to the Moon. So let us consider the next, the world's 6th lunar mineral to be discovered. Indeed, it seems to have been a very good choice made by China to embark on the Chang'e 5 lunar exploration mission, as it has led to the discovery of the world's 6th new lunar material, which is the first of its kind for many decades now. Before now, 5 minerals have already been found by the United States of America and Russia. It is referred to as Chain Site Y, and was discovered by scientists at the Beijing Research Institute of Uranium Geology, while they further explored and examined the lunar surface samples that had been collected on the Chang'e 5 robotic mission to the Moon. The crystalline particle was tediously found out of these samples, having isolated about 140,000 particles. It was found to weigh about 10 micrometers in diameter. Despite this minute size, knowing how valuable this mineral is will shock you. First of all, this discovery was priceless for China, as it was the first ever discovered lunar mineral under its records. But that was not all. According to the International Mineralogical Association, there was more to this crystal mineral. Surprisingly, the little crystal had one of the rare compositions that no one had seen before or expected to see. This was in line with Elon's beliefs that the Moon holds more secrets than we think, and some of these secrets are finally being uncovered piece by piece. Having been certified by the International Mineralogical Association and commissioned on new minerals at nomenclature and classification, the first set of Chang'e 5 lunar materials was then distributed by the National Space Administration to researchers of nearly 100 different domestic research groups. These researchers were said to be currently working on over 31 scientific projects that were moon-focused. With this discovery, numerous collaborations with experts from diverse departments came together to study this lunar material. From this, further discoveries were made, as the mineral was said to be over 1 billion years old. It was the width of a strand of human hair, and was greatly connected to every other mineral on the Moon or within meteorites. For scientists trying to understand more about the Moon and its origin, these are groundbreaking discoveries. But we are not done here. What was discovered next during the Chang'e 5 lunar robotic mission? Water has been found on the moon. It is now beyond doubt that the trip of China's Chang'e 5 robotic mission to the moon has provided immense benefits to the whole world regarding the discovery of new things. The next thing that was discovered on this mission will shock you. In December 2020, China's Chang'e 5 robotic mission to the moon made the first on-site and real-time discovery of water on the moon. But how was it found? It turns out that before the spacecraft lander returned to Earth, it did not fail to utilize its mineralogical spectrometer, which was specifically designed to find water. To detect the water, it did so by determining spectral reflectance measurements of soil and rocks on the moon. By carrying out this action, it would be easy to tell if there is a presence of water within the area of observation or not. Now, following this process, scientists discovered the presence of water on the moon. And the intriguing part was that the water was native and not delivered by solar wind or any external source. This amazing discovery brought joy to many scientists who had earlier speculated about the presence of water on the moon. Still, because of the long gaps in lunar exploration missions, it took time before real evidence was available. Now that it is confirmed that water is on the moon, it becomes crucial that a permanent lunar exploration base is set up as soon as possible. This is one of the reasons that Elon Musk has been looking forward to. Knowing the critical role water plays in human existence, it could be an additional point of confidence to settle on the moon and begin an earnest exploration of its regions. Indeed, this is great news for many lunar exploring nations like the United States of America and China. The plan to set up a lunar base seems to be closer than ever, with enough potential to develop an enabling lunar ecosystem, leading to the remarkable growth of lunar exploration ventures. Moreover, the possibility of finding further materials, helium-3, and water on the moon has significantly increased the need for man to revisit the moon as often as possible. This is why Elon Musk has always anticipated and kept pushing for another lunar mission. Additionally, it opens a door for many space-related companies to launch missions toward the moon. Although it might take some time before another mission is carried out, we can rest assured that there is more to discover in the future. With Elon Musk at the center of this, we might have